We're now in the meeting room. As you see, the guest didn't join yet, so we can quickly go through all the settings and show you what can be done in the video room. On the left we'll have the chat. The chat gives you the opportunity to send a text message to your client. For example, when they're facing difficulties joining the call. If you go a bit higher, you see the system bot. The system bot indicates what the guest is doing. For example, you see that Victor just entered the video room on a desktop using Windows 10 and Chrome 70. If he's facing any difficulties, for example his microphone is not working or his camera is not working, the system bot will indicate that here so that you can actively help him. If we go a bit lower, you see the send file. The send file button basically gives you the option to send a file to your client. This can be a PDF or any other document. Once you've clicked on send file, the menu will open and you can select any of the options like a PDF or a Word document that you can send to your client. The good thing about it is that these files are not saved. So your client needs to download them locally and save them on their computer. We don't store any of this in our servers. We then proceed to the right. At the upper right you can see yourself. There is the option to mute your microphone, to turn off your video camera, and there is the option to change settings. These are the same settings as you had in the onboarding. It basically gives you the opportunity to change the camera, change the microphone, or change the sound output. If you go a bit lower, you'll see the option to share your screen. Once you've hit share screen, you get two options. You can share your entire screen, basically showing your guest everything that is available on your computer, or you can hit application window. The application window allows you to send one application to your guest. For example, a PowerPoint presentation. The benefit of this is that your client can only see the PowerPoint presentation and they won't see when you get a new email in, for example. If we go a bit lower, you'll see the option to start a recording. You simply hit start recording and a recording will start. You see the red flashing light at the upper right, and the system bot also indicates that the recording has started. This will be shown to both you and your clients. If we go a bit lower, you'll have the option to invite a guest. This means that you can add extra people, up to 6, to the meeting room once it's started. So for example, I can add myself or I can add anyone here and they can then join the meeting later on. If we go a bit lower, you'll have the audio by phone option. The audio by phone option is basically a fallback option if anything fails. So let's say that the client cannot join because they're having issues with their microphone. If you simply hit audio by phone, we'll switch the meeting to a streaming setting. This means that we'll show your video and your audio, and the client simply dials in and they join the call that way. This means that they don't require any camera or microphone to be working. They can simply dial in and see your video. This is a fallback solution, so this is really only to be used when anything fails on the client side. The button below that is the full screen button that enables a full screen mode. If we go a bit lower, there are 3 buttons left. The left one is the chat button, which opens and closes the chat. If you close the chat, you'll see that the whole screen becomes a bit bigger. The middle button is the refresh button. If there are any hiccups in the video meeting or the audio, you can simply refresh the page and most of the issues will be solved that way. The button on the right is the end the meeting button. If you have any review questions that you'd like your guest to answer, you need to click on the end meeting button in order for them to get that shown. Once you've hit the end meeting button, you get the option to review the meeting itself. We'll go into that a bit later. Now that we've done everything in the meeting room, we simply wait on the guest to join.